Hi, my name's Luke Marshall. Ordinarily, when you're scrolling through Facebook and looking at your feed, you might see things like um, click to download, um, buy from my agency, are you a business owner? I'm probably interested in some of the answers to those questions, but I'm going to do a bit of a different take here, in which I've got a document, it's complimentary, and rather than just ask you to download it and figure it out for yourself, I'm going to take you through it on this video if you're still watching. Again, my name is Luke. I'm a digital marketer with 13 plus years experience, started my consultancy at the start of the year. And what I immediately noticed is that there's a lot of providers out there that will recommend Google Ads, SEO, you need an influencer package. And none of those tactics in isolation are bad. But if you're not a digital marketer yourself, you need to know what's going to work and how to determine what's going to work without jumping into tactics straight away. And so what I've put together since coming to that realization start of the year and divining from my own experience is a framework called JAM. JAM is a principle that stands for journeys, assets, and measurement. And what this document that you're seeing on the screen entails is a JAM checklist that helps you make decisions about how your digital marketing is working. In conjunction with JAM, we look at your business and how it's working and then map that to an audience as well. So let's get started. There's the checklist on your screen. I've just described what JAM is. This PDF that you can download by clicking the link describes how to think about journeys, assets, and measurement, and also how to combine it within your business. You'll also find in this document JAM on a page, which is just an easy to understand graphic that sort of highlights the main 5 points you need to think about when considering digital marketing, pertaining in this example, your website. There are other ways to do digital marketing, such as conversational commerce, e-commerce, and selling through something like LinkedIn. What I like to focus on with business owners is turning your website into a sales machine. There's more information on my site, but for this JAM checklist, your website is an undervalued asset, particularly if you're a business and it can sell for you. So with this checklist, as we turn the page, I ask a number of guiding questions around your business, some of them quite obvious, like what's the lifetime value of your customer? Others less so, like you're at a barbecue on a Saturday afternoon and your elderly auntie Wilma wants to refer you business. What do you say? If you don't have an answer to that question down pat, you should. And I guess these questions are designed to uncover, gaps and blind spots in your marketing that help you get better at selling to your customers. The next page within this checklist is the audience, which is basically the bread and butter and where you need to focus. A common mistake I see with business owners is making it about them. When you are talking to an audience or a prospect, it is not about you. You may be able to help them. You may have the best solutions in the world that are engineered to solve this audience's or prospect's problem. It's still not about you. These questions are designed to deepen your understanding of the prospect and the audience. And again, some of them are obvious and some of them less so. Like, what actions have they done to solve the pain that you are aiming to solve for them? What do they believe to be true? Feel free to download the checklist. That it's yours to take. There's questions there. It'll help elicit some good thinking. Now, jumping into the 3 steps of the JAM framework, the first one being journeys and recognizing at what stage the prospect is in, looking at things like, are they coming from a cold source of traffic or are they quite warm and on your site and on the inquiry page? There's a lot to unpack here, and it's also one that can be tricky to know unless you're a digital marketer. Journeys to you might mean Google, social media, and email. Believe me when I say there's a lot more nuance than that, and the questions on the page you're seeing can help uncover that. The next stage of the framework is assets. So assets, in my definition, are pieces of content that either sit off your site, on your site, or within an email or other environment that need to talk to your audience. And so based on where they are in the journey, your assets should reflect what you're saying to them accordingly. Are they aware of your brand? Is this entertaining? Does this help them? Is it more about you, or is it about the business you're trying to help? And does it have a singular call to action? All good questions to ask. Again, it's in the checklist, it's yours. You can take it, download it, whatever you want to do with it. Cool. I'm a digital marketer, I'm a nerd, and I get obsessed with measurement. And that is the closing loop in the JAM framework. Everything you do digitally is measurable. The problem with this is everything is measurable, and it can be like drinking from a fire hose. When I work with clients, I like to map it to a business outcome. I don't give a flying kahuna about how many Instagram followers you have, likes, clicks. They're all vanity metrics unless they are mapped to a business outcome. And when I work with businesses, I like to bring them on that journey. Measurement is the most important part of that journey, and connecting it to sales. Questions within this checklist are like, what's the quant data tell us? I share a framework with my clients around rented platforms, which is where you're somewhere else, owned platforms, which is the analytics within your website, and then collecting rent from your property, which is the good stuff, the real metrics that matter, like sales. Cool. Bit odd to talk through a checklist that you are welcome to download and read yourself. If you've viewed this far, thanks very much. And if you want to learn more, I've got a link in the video here for the direct to the checklist, or there's other ways to engage with me via my website. Thanks for playing. My name's Luke Marshall. Have a good day.